Quit! That is the luxury of an employee. But when you're an entrepreneur operating a business, you don't have that luxury, or do you? And this is exactly what we're going to discuss in this video, knowing when to leave or stay in your business. Knowing when to quit, pivot, or stick to it is a very personal and case-by-case decision. No one can tell you the answer, but you will know what to do when the time is right. To help you make the decision, measure your business against TEMM. T-E-M-M. TEMM. TEMM is your time, your energy, aka health and vitality, your mood, and your money. These are the key factors you need to consider moving forward. These 4 factors are things that your business can heavily tax. You can run a business that gives you all your time and all the money you need to take care of your family, but that same business will drain your health. That same business will shift your mood. That same business will cause you to worry constantly. I would personally quit, sell the business, get out, do something else. It's not worth it. Then there are new ventures. When you launch a new business, there is a lot of excitement. Your energy is high. Your mood is higher, your time is focused, but your money is in jeopardy. A brand new business with insufficient traction is not yet a business, it is an expense. It is a cost to you and your investors. As time goes by, if the business does not acquire traction, your mood will nosedive, your energy will drain, your time will waste. Me personally, I'm out. I quit. Cut it out, shut it down, move on. Start something else. It's not worth it. Measure your business against TEMM. Do you feel like you're putting in way too much time for the amount of money you get back? Have you gained weight because you're stress eating? How about have you lost weight because you're not eating at all? Do you binge on caffeine because you're always tired from loss of sleep, staying up at night worrying? Are you depressed? Measure your business against TEMM. It's okay to quit and move on. It might take you a few years, but you will bounce back on your feet in no time. On the internet, there is this fantasy about being successful. You know, living the lifestyle of an entrepreneur. Expensive cars, private jets, year-round vacations, fancy Airbnbs, motivation, and hustle mentality. That's all bullshit. The majority of the people who portray that lifestyle are not entrepreneurs. They are the beneficiaries of the entrepreneurs. They are the wives, the girlfriends, the husbands, the boyfriends. They are the children, friends, and the family members of the real entrepreneur. The real entrepreneur is actually slaving away 12 to 16 hours a day building a business and dealing with problems. The real entrepreneur is built different. If you have any doubts, I'm about to shed your doubts right here with this fulfillment quadrant. Fulfillment in a business is delivering the product or service you promise to your customers. You fulfill your promise when you ship the product. You fulfill your promise when you complete the service. No matter the business, there are only 4 categories of fulfillment. You employ a staff, you leverage strategic partners, you do the work yourself, or you leverage key technologies. When you do the work yourself, you cannot possibly be on vacation year-round because your time is locked into the business. If you're sick or out of work, no work is done and no money is earned. When you employ a staff, you free up your time from doing the work, but guess what? Still no year-round vacation. When you're on vacation, your staff sees that. When you tell them to work 80 hours a week while you work 2 hours, they see that. When you pull up in a Ferrari and they can barely make rent, they see that. When you're not around to hold your staff accountable, they will produce 15 hours worth of work in 80 hours time that you still have to pay for. You will not be rich for very long, nor will you have a business if this keeps up. Leveraging strategic partners and key technologies pull in a host of new problems that we're not going to get into, but trust, these problems will not allow you to live the internet lifestyle. The true essence of entrepreneurship is running headfirst towards problems while everyone else and the rest of the internet vacation. Business is all about problems. Problems, problems, problems. When you're running a business, all you deal with is problems. Even well-established organizations like Google, Apple, and Amazon, all they do is deal with problems. Constant, consistent, persistent problems. When new entrepreneurs first start out in pursuit of a business, they get hypnotized by the fantasy of how much money they are going to make. Very few people take the time to consider how much more problems they will be stockpiling on top of their shoulders. The way to make money in business is to serve people. When you serve people, you deal with their problems, but you still have your own problems to deal with. With a business, you're taking on more problems and more responsibility, and most people aren't built for that. If you're not built for it, quit, pivot, try something else, exercise the luxury that employees indulge in, quit. Find some other way that is easier to make money. Get a job. This might not be what you want to hear, but it might be what you need to do. If you still can't get past daydreaming about how much money you're going to make, let me shed your fantasies with this profit margin quadrant. No matter what business you operate, your business falls within one of these 4 quadrants. High price, low margin. High price, high margin. Low price, low margin. Low price, high margin. High price, low margin. An example business would be a real estate agent. The product is high in price. The properties can go from hundreds of thousands into multi-millions of dollars, but an agent's commission is just 3%. To generate $100,000, an agent needs to sell a single property worth more than $3.3 million or 16 homes worth $200,000. It sounds easy until you try to do it. High price, high margin. An example business would be a jeweler. A jewelry business selling a $20,000 diamond engagement ring might command a profit margin of 50%, earning them $10,000 of profit for every ring sold, and would only need to sell 10 rings to be done for the year. Ooh, that sounds so easy. Go try it. Low price, low margin. An example business would be selling t-shirts online and using a third-party partner to fulfill your orders. The third party occupies the majority of your margins and force you to sell a $9 t-shirt for $30, leaving you with a profit of $2. To earn $100,000, you'll need to sell 50,000 t-shirts. That is way too easy. Low price, high margins. An example business would be selling makeup and beauty products. A $30 product can provide up to 80% or $24 in gross profit. To clear $100,000, a seller would only need to sell 4,200 products. This could probably be done overnight and in your sleep. Where does your business fall within this quadrant? Do you realize what it's going to take for you to clear $100,000? A lot. If you're not built for it, quit. It is not as easy as it is portrayed on the internet. You have to be offering real value, and even then, it is incredibly difficult. When is it okay to not quit? How long should you persist? I don't think an entrepreneur should quit any sooner than 2 years. 2 years is the absolute minimum. Within 2 years, you will see some remnants of traction. You will find some spark that you can pursue. Within 2 years, you'll have a better understanding of the industry that you're in, the way and reason customers buy, the way your competitors are succeeding in generating sales, and a way where you can improve or differentiate yourself. 2 years is also enough time to allow for word of mouth to travel about your business. If you quit too soon, you won't allow reputation to be built around what you're doing. 2 years is the absolute minimum. Don't even consider TEMM until after the 2-year mark. When is 2 years not enough time? When is persevering long-term the best option? Entrepreneurs with highly specialized skills can pursue their business almost indefinitely. Artisans, creatives, photographers, designers, choreographers, writers, musicians, coders, artists, animators. These types of skills and businesses or contracting lend themselves well to perseverance. Actually, perseverance is required. It is not an option. Entrepreneurs in these fields are usually driven by passion. Forming a business around what they do is almost irrelevant. They will pursue their passion regardless. They will work a second or third job just to support their passion. How many painters do you know with a self-storage unit full of paintings? They will paint 100 paintings for themselves for free before they paint a single painting for you for cheap. They know their prices, they stick to it, and they stick to their business. In the story, how a broke old man becomes an overnight millionaire, this old man here is an artisan, a craftsman. He is a bootmaker who designs cowboy boots. His character is a man of passion. He springs up out of bed every day excited to work. His time is not wasted. His energy is high. His mood is even higher, but his money is not enough. Despite that fact, this old man persevered. It took him 45 years to become an overnight millionaire. I highly recommend you watch this video next if you haven't already. I believe that choice shapeshifts destiny. The choices you make determines the circumstances you experience. I hope that the information in this video is helpful to you and that it influences your future choices for the better. My name is Jeff Gemini. You're watching Gemini Studio, and I have 2 requests for you. My first request, follow me on Instagram, studio_Gemini, and for my second request, watch my next video.